The airport was turmoil, cancellations, reschedulings, wailing infants and strained nerves, lingering at every gate like static. Ethan Brooks, 34, lone father, weathered hands, gentle gaze, and a baby sling across his chest, stood at gate C12, hoping for a blessing. His son, Liam, barely 11 months, battled a fever since last night, and Ethan had missed his standby flights. He gripped their boarding passes like anchors. The airline clerk called his name. "Brooks, Ethan," she said. "We've got one seat remaining." Ethan blinked. "One?" She nodded. "Only one." He glanced at Liam, his tiny frame warm against his chest. His heart sank. "You can board now, sir," she said softly. "You'll need to hold him on your lap." Ethan didn't waver. He whispered, "A thank you," tears pricking his eyes' edges. They were finally heading home to Portland after his father's memorial in Boston. Fatigue dragged him, but gratitude fueled his steps as he boarded, humming soft tunes to soothe Liam. The flight attendant "Check the ticket," noted Ethan's weary posture. "To 9C, she said, all the way back. He shuffled down the aisle, grazing knees, nudging elbows, murmuring regrets. Almost there. A woman in first class rose. "Pardon me," she said, her voice steady, clear. Ethan paused, slightly puzzled. "Is that your seat?" she asked. The attendant, surprised, replied, "No, Mum, he's in economy." The woman faced Ethan. "Sir, would you and your child like to sit here instead?" Ethan blinked, doubting his ears. I couldn't. You paid for this," she smiled. "Yes, I did, and I want you to have it." The attendant began to speak, but the woman raised a hand. "I insist." Ethan was speechless. Liam stirred, and for a moment, the cabin seemed to lean in, watching, listening. "Why?" he finally asked. She met his gaze, truly saw him. "Because someone once did this for me, and I've never forgotten." A quiet pause, a shared breath among passengers. The executive nearby raised an eyebrow. A student removed her earphones. A child peeked from behind a seat. Everyone was attentive now. The attendant nodded slightly. "We can arrange that." Ethan hesitated briefly, then eased into the cushioned seat, cradling Liam. The woman took his worn ticket and glided down the aisle, carrying the grace of someone who'd altered a life without needing thanks. They landed in Portland 3 hours later. Ethan scanned the crowd for her, but she'd vanished. A week later, a letter arrived. No sender's address, just a card inside. "When my daughter was 2, a stranger gave me first-class seat to feed. Her calmly it reshaped my view of the world. Pay it forward when you can. Always." Ethan stared at the card, tears silently trailing his face. 2 years later, Ethan boarded another flight. Liam, now a lively toddler, babbling about skies. In the cabin, he saw a young mother struggling, juggling a diaper bag, a stroller, and a crying baby. She looked exhausted, sleepless for days. Ethan glanced at his ticket, first class. Without a word, he approached, lightly tapped her shoulder, and said, "Hi. Would you and your child like my seat?" Her eyes widened, stunned. "Really?" He nodded. "Someone once did this for me." In the end, it wasn't just a seat on a plane. It was a reminder that in a world often too rushed or too harsh, one small act of kindness can ripple across years, across strangers. It's not about grand deeds. It's about noticing people, helping when possible, choosing compassion over ease, and remembering that sometimes the smallest seat carries the greatest heart.